Alright, what's up, everybody? What is up, everybody? We got the real Goel in the house right now. Little Mini Goel just gave you her week 4 picks. She doesn't like to be called Mini Goel, but she's fucking Mini Goel. Don't worry, she'll get rid of her camera shyness eventually, and she'll be entertaining enough for you. Anyways, yeah, just like your favorite AFC Eastie boy, Goel. Yeah, of course. Anyways, so let's go ahead and get on with our week 4 predictions. Without further ado, the Cowboys start with the Giants on Thursday night. Now, the Giants kind of looked pretty good in their last game, and the Cowboys looked like garbage. Could this be another upsetting week for the Cowboys this week? There's been some drama going on between Dak Prescott and CeeDee Lamb. So, I honestly think maybe the Giants are going to beat the Cowboys. I'm taking them. And then we got the Bengals and the Panthers. Yes, I said the Bengals and the Panthers. They're going to be fighting it out. Both teams suck. Andy Dalton just started last week for the Panthers and made them look pretty good. But I don't think it's going to be good enough. The Bengals are going to squeak a win out here. So then we have the Saints and the Falcons. Now this one's interesting because the Saints, they look pretty good, especially against a team that is pretty weak in the secondary, which the Falcons are not. They're going to fly high to victory on this one. Week 4, we're taking the Falcons. That's right, I said it. And then we have the Jaguars and the Texans. The Jaguars I want to say it, but it's too early. Maybe the Jaguars beat the Buffalo Bills tonight. Maybe they do not. They're not going to beat the Texans. We're taking the Texans. We have the Broncos and the Jets. Jets looking really good. Broncos had a what the F game last week. Yesterday, technically. It was a what the F game. I think Buccaneers kind of just fumbled the ball against the Broncos. So we're going with the Jets. They're going to be sitting 3-1. And then we have the Vikings and the Packers. Interesting. This one's interesting. And I really hope I get to watch this game, because this one is going to be really interesting. I think Andrew Van Ginkel is going to get 2 sacks. I think he's going to get another interception. He's going to have a really, really good game. Sam Darnold is going to continue to look good. The Packers are going to try and run the ball. They're going to try and rely a little bit more on Malik Willis this week, and it's going to be the reason they lose to the Vikings. That's right. The Vikings are winning. Then we have the Steelers and the Colts. Colts been looking like trash. Steelers been looking pretty good. Steelers are 3-0 right now. The Colts, they aren't looking so good. I think we might have to go with the horseshoe on this one. I don't think it's going to last forever in Pittsburgh. Justin Fields. The defense is always going to be good, but I don't think the offense. I think Indianapolis and the Horseshoes, I think they're going to pick it up this week, and they're going to put a couple scores on the board against the Pittsburgh Steelers. So we're going with the Colts. And then the Rams and the Bears. The Bears. What is there to say about the Bears? And the Rams. The Rams are confusing. It's like, who's going to come out this week with the Rams? Is it going to be a good team, or is it going to be a bad team? So, we're going to go with the Chicago Bears on this one. I think the defense is good enough, and I think Caleb Williams and DJ Moore are going to be just good enough to squeak a win away on this one. So we're going with the Bears. And then we have the Eagles and the Bucks. Now, the Eagles have been looking really good with Saquon Barkley running the ball, receiving it in the backfield, doing some yak, doing all his Saquon Barkley things. I think A.J. Brown is still going to be out for this game, so they're going to be relying heavily on Dallas Goedert and Devontae Smith again, which I think is going to be their downfall. They did not look very great against the Saints yesterday, to be honest. Now, the Bucs didn't look very good against the Broncos either, but like I said before, I think that was just a fluke. I think the Bucs are going to come away, and they're going to beat the Eagles. And the 49ers and the Patriots. The Patriots have a really good defense, but their fucking offense is garbage. It is a dumpster fire. They cannot score points. They're going to be relying on some defensive points in this one. I don't care who's out on the offensive side of the ball in San Francisco. They're still going to walk away with the victory. Yes, sirree. You heard it here first. Or, well, technically not first because Waffles went first today. But you know how it goes. Anyways, so we have the Commanders and the Cardinals. This one I really don't know how to call, man. Kyler Murray's been looking good. Like, the Cardinals have been looking okay. They're not looking bad. And same with the Commanders. Like, they're looking really okay. Jaden Daniels is looking okay out there. Austin Eckler. Like, it's kind of like literally, like, both teams are almost, like, equal to each other. So it's going to be a flip of the coin. And I like eating birds, so we're going to go with the Cardinals. That should mean I went with the Commanders, so that's who we're going with. We're going with the Commanders. Cha-cha! Ha ha ha! Commanders are going to eat them birds. That's what's going to happen. And then the Chiefs and the Chargers. Now, typically, the Chargers are one of those teams that just end up beating the Chiefs no matter how crappy they are, kind of like how the Buffalo Bills are with the Dolphins. Like, the Buffalo Bills could be the shittiest team in the league and somehow will still beat the Dolphins no matter what. That's kind of how the Chargers are with the Chiefs, but they lost Justin Herbert, and he's probably going to be out for a couple weeks based on the injury that he got. So we're going to have to go with the Chiefs on this one. They're going to start the season 4-0. It's going to be scary for the rest of the league. Good luck, everybody else. And then we have the Browns and the Raiders. The Raiders have a really good defense. They're sputtery on offense. They're not so great on offense. Same with the Browns, though. But I do believe with the Browns' defense, I do believe they're going to be able to put up just enough points to win this game. Again, it's not going to be pretty. It's going to be brutal. Definitely a defensive game. Going to come down to a field goal. So be on the lookout. We love you too, guys. We love you too. Bills and Ravens. So this is going to be a good one. These are two juggernaut teams going at it. Honestly, the Bills have definitely looked a lot better than the Ravens have going into this week so far. I hate to say that, but they just have. They've looked really fucking good. Josh Allen has been carrying this team. But I think last week, Baltimore Ravens kind of figured out what their identity is. And if they can stick to that, they can be a fucking force to reckon with. Watch out. Baltimore takes this one. Let's go. And then Monday night. Monday night, another doubleheader. We got the Dolphins playing the Tennessee Titans in Hard Rock Stadium with no quarterback. They're going to sign Goel off the streets this week. Don't worry. I'm going to go down there tomorrow and sign up. You're going to see me on Monday night. Next Monday, you're going to see me on the field throwing them tutties. And the Dolphins are going to win with whoever, just like the Cleveland Browns did last year. Remember, the Cleveland Browns went to the playoffs using 5 quarterbacks. 5 different quarterbacks. They made it to the playoffs because they had a hard defense and they could run the ball. And that's what we're going to have to do. So let's get to it. Dolphins over Titans. Ugly game. Won in the trenches. Field goal at the end. Scary game. Tennessee Titans probably going to be leading most of the way. And it's going to be a slow field goal grinder. Not a pretty game to watch. But they're going to squeak it away. And then the last game. Seahawks and the Lions. This is probably going to be our highest scoring game of the week, honestly. I do believe like both sides, secondaries are pretty vulnerable for high-flying passes, big chunk plays. You have superstars on both sides of the ball with DK Metcalf, Tyler Lockett, and you have Amon-Ra St. Brown. I do believe this might be the week that Sam Laporta comes back as well, but if he does not, they still have Jameson Williams over there and Jahmyr Gibbs as well. So this is one of the hard games to call. I do think Detroit has a better defense with Aiden Hutchinson. He's a freaking monster. Although, the Seahawks did get 11 sacks against the Dolphins. Non-existent offensive line. Keep that in mind. So, we're going with the Detroit Lions on that one. And that's your Week 4 picks, brought to you by Goel. Let's see what we do this week. 7 losses last week is pretty fucking pathetic. We don't want to do that again. Let's fucking go! Ugh. Peace out.
Don't agree with it? That's too bad.
Like and subscribe anyways.
Like and subscribe anyways.